Welcome back. We're now ready for the final part of this painting. We've kept it simple this time so that we can really focus on each of these lines and focus really on where each of the elements are. And wanted to make sure that the students are not overwhelmed with the technical elements of Chinese painting. And so we are now ready to get started on the final parts of this painting. I'm gonna get some green here and maybe add a little bit of more water. But this time, I'm going to dry the brush a little bit for more of a dry brush technique, which is that rather than something wet like this, we want more of a rough texture. So I'm gonna just dry it off a bit more and just try it out here. There you go. Pretty good. So the pine leaves are going in the same direction as the branches, so make sure that it's doing so. And once in a while, I'm gonna get more paint, dry it off, and then keep going. And have a little bit on the bottom too. Not just on the top of the branch, but a little bit on the bottom. You can dry it off a little bit more. And you notice that I'm not pressing too hard on the paper. I'm just very lightly just doing this motion. Another skill to have, I would say, is patience for watercolors. It's best not to rush small details. Don't be afraid to kind of go outside of the black branches as well. More drying. A little bit more here. So far, I'm really enjoying how light this painting is. Light meaning how the red sun is being illuminated around the gray clouds and just the calm blue mountains in the distance. There you go. Okay. I think that's pretty good for the leaves. I'm just adding a little bit more paint around some areas just to make it a little bit more realistic. There we go. Okay. And this time for the bunches, I didn't dry the brush. I'm just adding little blotches of wet paint areas. There you go. All right. And now finally, I am going to add a person just standing on the hill, the mountain over here, but you don't have to. And if your brush is not small enough, then feel free to use a marker or a pencil. Like that's completely fine. Since this is a modern painting, you don't have to worry about being as traditional as you see in history. But I am just going to go ahead, start with the head. Body. Yeah. Even for me, it's not perfect, but I think that's the beauty of painting. It's never going to be fully perfect or an exact copy of real life. And I think I'm just going to add, with the black still on the brush, add little dots here and there for pine cones, just to make it a little bit more realistic. There would be some like bunches around the branches like this. Yeah. Maybe just some smaller branches on top, but you don't have to. All right. Well, this is the part where you can add final touches. You can try another painting where it's just the trees, really focus on each of the pine leaves and the branches, or focus on this area, the mountains and the person looking at the sunrise. Maybe I'll just add some birds here. And I think I will leave the painting there. Thank you again for joining us for this session. I really hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, happy Lunar New Year, and hope you have a great day.